Hey, you have a lot to thank Glenn for what he did to bring us here. Okay. Have a seat, guys. Have a seat. So since this is a makeup class, it is very important that you make sure you have signed on the sign-up sheet so you can get credit. If you have your signing cards at the end of our meeting here today, you can have one of us sign those as well. Glenn can sign it for you, and Seema at the back, they can both sign for you. They are master guides. Okay. So thank you so much for your keen interest in staying in Pathfinders, and you have come to the cream of the crop, right? You are in the last session of your Pathfindering Master Guide. Wow. Should I be calling you masters after this? No? Okay. Just be the guide. Okay? Master's Guide. Awesome. So just make sure you sign up. And thank you for Waterman people also to joining us. And the only person I know just from the introduction here is Kiki, who just prayed for us. Right? I don't know. I have seen some of the faces in our previous class at the conference office, but I may not remember all of you, right? So our title today is Understanding Teaching and Learning Styles, right? So I cannot teach or learn anything unless I'm part of you, okay? So in order for me to speak to you, I want to make sure that you feel that I am part of your group. So next slide. Let's advance the next slide, please. I have the tech support up there to move our slides also. Okay, while he's moving, we know already this part of this program here, we are trying to teach you to be teachers, right? Teaching skills, right? So in order for you to teach, we got to know each other. So why don't we all stand up? And how many of you are here? I think we can make one big circle. 15 of us? You think we can make a circle around these chairs? Okay, go ahead, sir. Everybody on your feet, and let these chairs be the center. Stand around it. Idea is that you should be able to see each person directly without turning around. Okay? You don't need to move the chairs. Leave the chairs where they are. Just stand around the chairs. Okay? Make a circle around this side of the chairs. Go around, there's enough space all around it. Okay? Keep going. It has to be, each one of you should be able to see. Come on, young people, come close this way. Yeah, let's only use this part of it. Just come closer. Come closer. Idea is to get to know each other, but not to move away from each other. All right. This is an exercise for us to know each other. Okay? So, young man, what's your name? David. Okay. David is going to be our fearless leader. Okay? Well, each one of you will get a chance too. All right. So David is going to begin. David, you're going to, now that your name is already known, but a process is you will say your name and tell us what you like. Like, in a sense, what do you like to do for fun? Okay? One thing that you like to do for fun and your name. Then the next person who's next to you, don't tell me your name. He will introduce himself and also tell who the previous person was and what did he like. All right? So David, go ahead. Loud and clear. That's it. That's it. So David with the mini golf. And the one before? Come on, come on. Keep going. Pay attention, guys, and put life when you're speaking so other people can hear. In fact, let's make it audible.
Go on that side.
Tick, tick. Tick,
How come he's
tick.
unsure? Okay, hello. My name is Michelle, and I like to snowboard. This is Natasha, and she likes to thrift. That's Jojo, and he likes football, and that's David, and he likes to play mini golf.
Hi, my name is Mimi, and I like to sing. This is Michelle, and she likes to snowboard. This is Natasha, and she likes to thrift. That's Jojo, and he likes to play football, and that's David, he likes to mini golf.
Beautiful.
I'm Kiki, and I like to go hiking. And that's Mimi. She likes to sing. Michelle likes to snowboard. Natasha, she likes to thrift. Jojo, he likes to play football. And David likes to play mini golf.
My name is Megan.
Louder, please.
My name is Megan. I like to play video games. This is Kakiki, and she likes hiking. This is Kamimi, and she likes to snowboard. No, she likes to sing. This is Michelle, and she likes to snowboard. That's Natasha, and she likes to thrift. That's Jojo. He likes to play football, and that's David. He likes to play mini golf.
Beautiful.
I'm Trinity. I like to sleep. This is Megan. She likes to play video games. Got Kiki likes to hike. Got Mimi likes to sing. Got Michelle likes to snowboard. Got Tasha likes to thrift. Jojo likes football, and David likes mini golf.
Awesome.
Hi, my name is Ray. I like to play soccer. That's Trinity.
Close it, please.
She likes to sleep. Megan, she likes to play video games. Kiki, she likes to hike. Mimi, she likes to sing. Michelle likes to snowboard. What's the other one's name? Oh, I'm just joking.
Okay.
Natasha likes to thrift. Jojo likes to play football, and David likes to mini golf.
Okay. My name is Michael. I like to draw. That's Ray. He likes to play video games. That's Trinity. Oh, never mind. That's my bad. That's Ray. He likes to play soccer. Trinity likes to sleep. Megan likes to play video games. Mimi likes to hike. I know Kiki likes to hike.
Uh-huh.
Mimi likes to sing.
Okay.
Michelle likes to go snowboarding. Natasha likes to thrift. Jojo likes to play football. And David likes to play mini golf.
My name is Zach, and I like to play Fortnite. This is
All right. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. You can change.
I like to. My name is Zach, and I like to play Minecraft. This is Michael, and he likes to play. Oh no, he likes drawing. This is Ray. He likes to play soccer. This is Trinity, and she likes to sleep. This is Megan. She likes to play video games. This is Kiki, and she likes to hike. This is Mimi. She likes to sing. This is Michelle, and she likes to snowboard. This is Natasha. She likes to thrift. And this is Jojo, who likes to play football. And this is David, who likes to play mini golf.
I'm Andrew. I like to play tennis. This is Zach, who likes to play Minecraft. This is Michael, who likes to draw. This is Ray, who likes to play video games. Soccer. This is Trinity, who likes sleep. I don't know anyone here over this side. This is Megan, who likes to play video games. This is Kiki, who likes to hike. This is Mimi, who likes to sing. This is Michelle, who likes to snowboard. This is Natasha, who likes to thrift. This is Jojo, who likes to play football, and this is David, who likes to play mini golf.
All right. Very good. Very good.
I'm Emmanuel, and I like to bike. This is Andrew, who likes to play tennis. That's Zach, who likes to make Minecraft. That's Michael, who likes to draw. That's Ray, who likes to play soccer. Trinity, who likes to sleep. Megan, who likes to play video games. Kiki, who likes to hike. Mimi, who likes to sing. Michelle, who likes to snowboard. Natasha, who likes to thrift. Jojo, who plays football. And David, who plays mini golf.
Very good.
My name is Josh. You guys already know what I like, but for those who don't, I like Fortnite. Before me is Emmanuel. He likes to bike. Before me, then there's Andrew. He likes to play tennis. Then there's Zach, who likes to play Minecraft. Michael, who likes to draw. Ray, who plays soccer. Trinity, who likes to sleep. Megan, who likes video games. Kiki, who likes to hike. Mimi, who likes to sing. Michelle likes to snowboard. Tasha likes to thrift. Jojo plays football. And David plays mini golf.
All right.
I guess it's my turn. I don't remember most names. Your name is Joshua, and you like to. What's that? Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Shella. I like rock climbing, and I don't remember. I know she likes to hike. She likes to sleep. She likes to play video games. She likes to sing. She likes to snowboard. She likes to drift.
Surf.
He likes football. And he likes mini golf.
All right.
And
Good try.
Andrew likes to play tennis. I only remember him.
Okay. Pass it to the next one. Thank you.
My name is Joseph. I like food. This is Shella. She likes rock climbing. Josh likes Fortnite. Emmanuel bikes. Andrew plays tennis. Zach plays Minecraft. Michael likes drawing. Ray plays soccer. Trinity likes sleeping. Megan likes video games. Kiki likes to hike. Mimi likes to sing. Michelle likes to snowboard. Natasha thrifts. Jojo plays football. That guy plays mini golf.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. Woohoo! Beautiful.
Hi, my name is Shaq, and I like to play volleyball. This is Joseph. He likes food. He likes food, and this is Sheila. He likes rock climbing. Josh likes Fortnite. I forgot his name, but he likes bikes, and I don't forgot to. And sorry.
Yeah. Help him out.
Oh, Emmanuel bike. Andrew. Wait, you're Andrew, right? Oh. Andrew likes, I forgot, tennis, and he likes Minecraft. he likes soccer. What? You like to draw, and he likes to play soccer, Ray. And then Trinity likes to sleep. Megan likes video games. Mimi or Kiki? Kiki likes to hike, and Mimi likes to sing. Michelle, rock climbing? Oh no, snowboarding. I'm so sorry. And then, what's your name again? Natasha likes to drift. Jojo likes. What? Is it?
Drift.
Drift. And then, wait. Oh, thrift. I'm so sorry. And then Jojo likes football and David likes mini golf.
Awesome, awesome. Very good, very good. Okay.
My name's Eliza, and Eliza.
Eliza from Waterman, right? All right. Glad you guys are here.
I also like to draw, if it has to be different. That one's Shaq. Volleyball. That one's Joseph likes food. Sheila likes rock climbing. That one likes. Was it Fortnite? Okay.
Yeah.
Then Emmanuel likes biking. Andrew likes tennis. And he likes playing Minecraft. And then
Eye contact over there, guys, so they can recognize what you guys.
Yeah, Michael likes to draw. He likes to. Ray likes soccer. Trinity likes to sleep.
Uh huh.
And then Megan likes video games, and then Kiki likes to hike, and then Yui likes to sing, and then she likes to snowboard. Michelle, and then thrift, and then he likes to play football, and then David likes mini golf.
Very good. Awesome, guys. Okay. Wonderful. Okay. Are you part of this? Okay, go for it. That's a big challenge right there. All right.
I'm not. Games.
Go for it.
Okay, Liza likes to draw. Shaq likes to. Forgot. Oh, play volleyball. Joseph likes food. Sheila likes rock climbing. Josh likes to play video games. I don't know.
Fortnite.
Emmanuel likes to. Oh, bike. Andrew likes to play tennis. Forgot your name. Zach likes to play Minecraft. He likes to draw, but I forgot your name. Michael. Ray likes to play soccer. Trinity likes to sleep. Megan likes to play video games. Kiki likes to hike. Mimi likes to sing. Michelle likes to snowboard. Okay. Natasha likes thrift shopping. David? No. Jojo likes football, and David likes mini golf.
Beautiful, beautiful, guys. Okay, let's have a seat. Okay, that was a beautiful activity to know each other, right? So most of you did probably better than me, because I may not have remembered all of you. But even people coming from Waterman, they did an awesome job as well. What's that? Oh, Sheila from Waterman? Okay. Sheila likes to read. Okay, awesome, awesome. Okay, thank you. All right, so let's jump into our lesson. This activity was not just for you to just know each other, but this is part of the teaching style, okay? If you are going to be teaching somebody, you got to know one another, okay? Otherwise, it's not easy to teach. So, objective of our class here today will be to know the essential qualities of a good teacher. What are the good qualities, okay? And second one, will knowing the learning styles to teach Pathfinders, okay? If you have good qualities and you have a good style to teach, then you can probably make a difference in any student's life, in addition to the pathfinding that you will be dealing with. So, on your next slide, let's do another activity here. Who was your favorite teacher? And why did you choose that teacher? Think about it. So take 5 seconds. You can close your eyes. Think all the teachers you ever had. Who was your best favorite teacher? And what was the reason you chose that teacher to be a favorite? So while you're thinking, I can share mine. Long time ago when I was in high school, like just you are, I had a math teacher, and most of our students they were like 5, 6, 5, 7, and this teacher was like 6'5" or 6'6", pretty tall. And of course, I need not say that he was very intelligent how he taught mathematics to us. But one day, one of the students asked him, "Sir, how come you're so tall and we are short?" Just like you guys go to Christian academies, this was also Adventist Academy where I used to study in India. So he said, "Don't you remember Bible said wicked shall be cut short?" Okay? So that was very humorous. So that is one thing that outstands, just to remember him, that he was the best teacher I had in mathematics. All right, so who wants to volunteer first? Joseph? Who was your best teacher and why? Say that again? Yeah, anytime we can pass this mic around. So give me the name of your teacher, or which subject that teacher taught, and why you think
Probably my junior year English teacher, Mrs. Aranda.
So why do you choose Rhonda to be your favorite teacher?
I passed, I guess.
Oh, okay. So all right, very good, good. So she obviously did a great job in teaching that you were successful in her class. Okay, next. Just raise your hand. We can just, go for it.
My favorite teacher was my mathematics teacher as well, because she made me understand, like algebra very, very well.
Okay, algebra. So, okay, next.
My English teacher, Ma'am Mendes, she's very good in English, and she has a way of teaching that is really interesting. She's not a boring teacher.
Okay, very good, very good. Okay, next. So when you're telling us why you chose, that's trying to bring out the qualities of these teachers. What kind of teacher that was that you chose them to be your best teacher?
I like my math teacher. 'Cause
Math teacher, okay.
Since I love math, so I didn't struggle to listen to him.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. So you got the teacher, the love of your life, the mathematics that you like, right? Okay. All right. So hopefully I'll see a mathematician in the future, right? Okay.
So my current history teacher, because he's funny.
History teacher. Okay. Because what?
He's funny.
He's funny. Do you have something to share? Was he funny? It's okay. All right. Okay, next.
Oh, hi. My favorite teacher was my second grade teacher. His name was Mr. K.
Second grade teacher, Michelle.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Continue.
I liked him because I was his favorite.
Oh, awesome. Good to know the teachers like students too. Yes. Right. Go ahead.
My favorite teacher was my first and second grade teacher. They were the same teacher, but yeah, we just keep in like my family and her are like really close, so we keep in touch till like now.
Nice. Nice to have good, lifelong friends.
My favorite teacher was from my sophomore year of college, so 2 years ago, and his name is Dr. Pablo Diaz, and he was my Christian beliefs teacher. I think he was my favorite because I think that stage of my life I'm really like vulnerable with my faith. So he created a really safe space for us, for our class. So I think that's why he's my favorite.
Beautiful, beautiful.
My favorite teacher is probably my 10th grade chemistry teacher. Mr. Wagner he was a good teacher because he was chill and he interacted with all of the students.
Tries to what?
Interacted with all
Oh,
of the students.
interactive. Yes, teacher must be interactive. Otherwise it becomes boring.
My favorite teacher is my current history teacher, Mr. Wilder, and he makes history like enjoyable, like something that's fun to learn.
Cool, cool. History should be enjoyable too.
My favorite teacher is my Pathfinder Friends teacher, Abang Johan.
Okay.
He made the class fun.
Oh, what was the reason?
He made the class really fun, and I enjoyed being in Pathfinder.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Yeah, I have heard stories that Pathfinder is boring. I don't want to be there. I'm glad he's making it fun.
My favorite teacher is probably my A-Push teacher from last year. He made the class like super interactive, super fun. And he helped me get a 4, so yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Okay. If you have something to share about your teacher, go for it.
My name is Daniel, and my favorite teacher is my Adventures Helping Hands teacher. I think it was Abang Saunders, because he took us to the bird shop and let us go to the ditch over there.
That's a nice teacher too, so he can come to your level and play also. Okay, next.
My favorite teacher is my history teacher from last year. He told a bunch of funny stories to us, kept the class entertained.
Anything that outstands in your mind?
Not really.
Okay, all right.
My favorite teacher is Mr. Uribe. He was my Spanish teacher for 2 years.
Okay.
And I like him because he was like very interactive and he was fun, and yeah.
My favorite teacher, I guess, is my favorite teacher is my football coach because he like cares a lot about like us and me. So and like he keeps us working. So yeah.
Okay, so we have a sportsman in there too. Okay.
My favorite teacher is my Bible ethics professor. His name is Dr. Ronald Osborne. He taught me how to question my faith, and I think that's really important.
Awesome, awesome.
My favorite teacher is my high school choir teacher, Mr. Diaz. He has a good way of approaching students, and he gives all his students a good outlook on life.
Very nice.
My favorite teachers is probably my sophomore history teacher because he made me obsessed with history.
Okay, okay. Very nice. The young man at the back, he already finished, right? Joseph already finished? Okay, beautiful. So there were a lot of good qualities that you mentioned about your teachers. Okay? So, thank you, sir. So now that you have had experience with your favorite teachers, let's all watch a short video in which we will see the power of a teacher. Just like your history teacher, your Bible teacher, your math teacher, your choir teacher, your football, sports teacher, all of them influence your life. Let's see how teacher's life can influence. What is the power of a teacher in your life or in the life of any student? So would you please play that next video? I think you can press Control and click.
Tourists.
My entire life, either at the schoolhouse, on the way to the schoolhouse, or talking about what happens in the schoolhouse. Both my parents were educators. My maternal grandparents were educators. And for the past 40 years, I've done the same thing. And so needless to say, over those years, I've had a chance to look at education reform from a lot of perspectives. Some of those reforms have been good, some of them have been not so good. And we know why kids drop out. We know why kids don't learn. It's either poverty, low attendance, negative peer influences. We know why. But one of the things that we never discuss, or we rarely discuss, is the value and importance of human connection. Relationships. James Comer says that no significant learning can occur without a significant relationship. George Washington Carver says all learning is understanding relationships. Everyone in this room has been affected by a teacher or an adult. For years, I have watched people teach. I have looked at the best and I've looked at some of the worst. A colleague said to me one time, they don't pay me to like the kids. They pay me to teach a lesson. The kids should learn it. I should teach it. They should learn it. Case closed. Well, I said to her, you know, kids don't learn from people they don't like. She said, that's just a bunch of hooey. And I said to her, well, your year is going to be long and arduous, dear. Needless to say, it was. Some people think that you can either have it in you to build a relationship or you don't. I think Stephen Covey had the right idea. He said you ought to just throw in a few simple things, like seeking first to understand as opposed to being understood. Simple things like apologizing. You ever thought about that? Tell a kid you're sorry, they're in shock. I taught a lesson once on ratios. I'm not real good with math, but I was working on it. And I got back and looked at that teacher edition. I taught the whole lesson wrong. So I came back to class the next day and I said, look, guys, I need to apologize. I taught the whole lesson wrong. I'm so sorry. They said, that's okay, Miss Pearson. You were so excited. We just let you go. I have had classes that were so low, so academically deficient that I cried. I wondered, how am I going to take this group in 9 months from where they are to where they need to be? And it was difficult. It was awfully hard. How do I raise the self-esteem of a child and his academic achievement at the same time? One year I came up with a bright idea. I told all my students, you were chosen to be in my class. Because I am the best teacher and you are the best students, they put us all together so we could show everybody else how to do it. One of the students said, really? I said, really? We have to show the other classes how to do it. So when we walk down the hall, people will notice us. So you can't make noise, you just have to strut. And I gave him a saying to say, I am somebody. I was somebody when I came. I'll be a better somebody when I leave. I am powerful and I am strong. I deserve the education that I get here. I have things to do, people to impress, and places to go. And they said, yeah. You say it long enough, it starts to be a part of you. And so I gave a quiz, 20 questions. Student missed 18. I put a +2 on this paper and a big smiley face. He said, Miss Pearson, is this an F? I said, yes. He said, then why'd you put a smiley face? I said, because you on the roll. You got 2 right, you didn't miss them all. I said, and when we review this, won't you do better? He said, yes, ma'am, I can do better. You see, -18 sucks all the life out of you. +2 said, I ain't all bad. For years, I watched my mother take the time at recess to review, go on home visits in the afternoon, buy combs and brushes and peanut butter and crackers to put in her desk drawer for kids that needed to eat, and a washcloth and some soap for the kids who didn't smell so good. See, it's hard to teach kids who stink. And kids can be cruel. And so she kept those things in her desk, and years later, after she retired, I watched some of those same kids come through and say to her, you know, Miss Walker, you made a difference in my life. You made it work for me. You made me feel like I was somebody when I knew at the bottom I wasn't. And I want you to just see what I've become. And when my mama died 2 years ago at 92, there were so many former students at her funeral. It brought tears to my eyes, not because she was gone, but because she left a legacy of relationships that could never disappear. Can we stand to have more relationships? Absolutely. Will you like all your children? Of course not. And you know your toughest kids are never absent. Never. You won't like them all, and the tough ones show up for a reason. It's the connection, it's the relationships. And while you won't like them all, the key is they can never, ever know it. So teachers become great actors and great actresses, and we come to work when we don't feel like it, and we listen to policy that doesn't make sense, and we teach anyway. We teach anyway because that's what we do. Teaching and learning should bring joy. How powerful would our world be if we had kids who were not afraid to take risks, who were not afraid to think, and who had a champion? Every child deserves a champion, an adult who will never give up on them, who understands the power of connection and insists that they become the best that they can possibly be. Is this job tough? You betcha. Oh God, you betcha. But it is not impossible. We can do this. We're educators. We're born to make a difference. Thank you so much.
Beautiful. So how many of you like the power of that teacher? Right? Some of you may have been at the conference office when we taught another class. How many of you were there? Seems like you were familiar. Okay. I told you a story about a teacher and a student. Do you remember? When we were teaching the leadership skill and about teaching. Remember? Okay. So how many of you were there? Or how many of you remember a story that I told about a teacher and a student? Yes? Okay. So since two of you know, do you want to come here and tell the rest of us? Come on in. All right. We can both tell the story. Go for it.
There was like a student, and he was like actually a normal student, but he wore a bracelet, and he was like failing the class. And like the teachers, like after a couple of days, he asked the kid, like, why do you wear that bracelet? Because it was missing so many beads and almost broken. And the teacher was like really negative until the kid told him why he wore the bracelet every day is because his mom died. And like the bracelet was like the last thing she gave to him. And like the teacher was really changed after that. And the teacher just did everything different to him and changed her attitude. And they both worked together, and the kid did amazing in school and made a lot of money. And in the far future, at the student's funeral, at the student's wedding, in place of her mother, the student asked the teacher to take the place of her mom. That's all.
Beautiful. Good memory. Give up for him. All right. So I'm just going to, that is very nice paraphrase of the whole story that we told. So this young man, they had a school party in the class, and everybody brought gifts. And this young boy brought the gift in a paper bag. No gift wraps, nothing. So that's when the discussion started. Hey, what is this? So everybody started talking bad about him, how poor he was. He didn't think right or wrong, why he brought a paper bag. So the end of the story was, at the end, like he mentioned, teacher did find out that he gave the most precious thing that was to him. That was the bracelet of his mom who died. So he had no mom, but he loved that bracelet so much, he couldn't think anything better to give to the teacher than what he had, what he loved the most. So with that relationship, he graduated, and like he said, at the last time when he actually got married, he called that teacher and told her to take a place of her mother. And every time he graduated and moved a class, he always called and told the teacher what he was doing. And he said, thank you so much for making a difference in my life. She said, no, thank you for making a difference in my life. I have changed a lot from the time you have been my student. He said, no, I have had many teachers in my life. In elementary, and junior high, and sophomore, and high school, and college, but you are still my best teacher. So the affirmation about each other's and complimenting each other right from the beginning, all the way throughout their life, made a great relationship between those two, and both of their lives was changed. So such should be the relationship of a teacher and a student. Okay? So let's take a look at what are the essential habits for building the relationships. Okay? On our next slide, we can take a look. So there may be many you could put, but we listed there about 7 of them. Trust. Do you think you need to have a trust in your teacher? Right? If you don't trust that teacher that he's a great mathematician, you would care for less what he's teaching. I'm going to go out. I'll go watch a movie. I can study on my own. Why should I waste my time in there? Right? So trust is very important. Attention. Right? As a teacher, you need to make sure that you have the attention of all your students, right? If you don't have attention, you're wasting your time, your talent, and the time of all the other intelligent students in front of you, right? So when you're teaching, make sure your planning is well planned, that your students are not sitting bored, okay? Empathy. Should you be sympathizing or empathizing? What's the difference? Sympathy and empathy. That's right. That's right. Okay. So, for a teacher to see what kind of a student I have, I need to empathize with you, where you come from, what culture you belong to, what kind of learning styles you have, right? So empathy is also important. To be a good teacher, essential habits that can help good relationship is also availability, right? As a teacher, are your students comfortable to come and ask questions, or they're scared? I don't want to talk to him. Do not be intimidated by the teacher. And of course, we are talking about the habits of a good teacher. So a teacher, which you will be once you finish Master Guide, you will be teaching other Pathfinders also. So you as a teacher, make sure that you're available. Make sure you are approachable. Make sure you have open door policy. You may not have offices here, but as you teach classes, if some student is running behind on their assignment, or they don't understand, or they need some extra help, make sure you are approachable, that they can come and ask you happily, right? If you're not, that is not a good habit that you will be cultivating to build the relationship between that student and yourself, okay? Affirmation. How can that be a good habit to make a good relationship? Do you remember in the video, for the 2 points, what did she do? She gave a 2+ and a smiley face, right? Now, if she had made him stand in front of all 20 of you and say, "You foolish man, you wasted it the whole time, you didn't study, what happened?" That would have just totally ruined the morale of that student. Self-esteem would have been gone down the drain. Would he be interested in studying for the next quiz? I don't think so. He said, "Man, I think I need to change the school. I don't like this teacher. right? But look at the quality of this teacher that we saw in the video. That smiley face with 2+ gave so much encouragement to that child, to that student, that he was willing to learn and do better next time. Happily too, okay? Respect. As you teach, you must respect. We always teach that, oh yes, teacher is in there, make sure you respect your teacher. Most of us coming from Asian culture, we don't put our legs up in the air and talk to other people. We pay attention, right? So respect, as much as it is important for the teacher must also respect the students. Respect is not deserved, it is earned, okay? If I don't respect you, you will think twice before you respect me, right? So make sure you are respectful of each other's, okay? Virtue and morality. When you're teaching, make sure you set the boundaries between right and wrong, right? So these are few of the habits, 7 essential habits. There could be more if you research more. In fact, I did have a separate teaching slides that I had prepared. But in order to do a makeup class for you guys, I had left my research aside and gave you the exact same presentation that was presented in the conference office a few weeks ago. So you will not be left behind, and you will have the same material. Okay? So those are 7 essential habits of building relationships. If you have a good relationship between students and yourself, between Master Guide and the other Pathfinders when you teach, sometime you'll be teaching Sabbath schools. So if you have a relationship with those kids in the Sabbath school and you are teaching them, it makes a whole lot of a difference, right? So now, next topic, let's see, what essential skills are needed to be an effective educator or a teacher? What kind of skills do you need to have? Okay? Do you want to? Okay, so it looks like we picked 10 skills for you. If you have more, volunteer to add to our list. Okay? So number 1. Young man, what's your name? David. Okay, read the first one. What does it say?
Adaptability.
Adaptability. Can you tell us a little bit, what kind of skill will that be?
Like being flexible. Like if a student didn't have a pencil, you have an extra spare one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Yes. So you, as a teacher, you should be willing to adapt to the students' needs, right? Very good. Same thing like in the video that we saw, her mother used to keep things in her drawer, right? So she was adapting to the needs of the students. Okay? And then you can pass it on to the next. What's number 2?
Communication.
Communication. How is that important skill?
If a student is struggling or doesn't understand a concept, you can talk to them and like make it clearer.
Yes, clear communication is the key. Okay, if you are teaching and your communication, your goals to achieve are not clear, they are lost. They don't know what to do, and they are struggling. But if you are very clear what you want them to do and give them good instructions, maybe even some examples, they'll be happy to complete that assignment, and you may be their favorite teacher, right? All right, next.
Listening.
Ray is listening, I'm glad. Okay, listening. Can you shed some light on listening? How can that be an essential skill for teaching?
Like listening to like what their problems would be and how to like help them.
So not only students need to be listening, teacher also must have that listening skill. If all I'm going to do is stand here and blah, 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 but doesn't care what your concerns are, I'm not getting the lesson through, right? So it is very important that you listen. Okay, patience.
Okay. Like about patience, why is important skill? So, like in case there are like students that are like having a hard time learning, like not getting it the first time, like having the patience to like keep explaining it and like helping them work through it until they get it.
Yes, yes, that is very important, to have patience with those who may need extra help. You know, one time I was visiting home and I took my dad, he got injured, and the doctor handed me a bunch of pills. And I asked the doctor, I said, hey, can you explain to me what is this pill for, what is this pill for? He said, do you think I have all the time to explain to you every pill that you need? They're all for him to feel better. I said, thank you, but I do work in health field and some of them may have side effects. Can you? And then he took a step back and he started explaining to me. So he lost his patience when I asked him a question. So you as a teacher, when you're teaching, and if somebody approaches you, it may be, I would say, no question is stupid, okay? Every question is a great question, okay? So don't be afraid to ask a good question, okay? Alrighty. Next.
Collaboration.
Collaboration. How can that be helpful?
Well, if teachers if they have collaboration, I feel like they'll be able to make the students feel more welcome and, what's that word? I guess give the students a better environment of learning, and it will eventually help the students to become more comfortable with the teacher and especially with one another and their other peers. So I think that's an important effect of collaboration.
That's right, that's right. Collaboration is very important, because if I were to just single out one of you and just bombard you with 10 questions, that will not be collaboration. But if you're working as a team approach, and a group approach, that'll be much better, okay? So I have another story about another, I think it was, well, I won't mention name for the safety reasons, but there was a class was going on, and this was a lawyer's class. So they were in the class, and the professor who was questioning or teaching the lawyers, he just singled out one person, and he kept on asking questions. He didn't know the answer, and he kept on drilling and drilling and drilling and would not move forward. Another student got up and said, sir, give somebody else a chance to answer. You're wasting everybody else's time. When he doesn't know the answer, help him out. Either you tell him or let him collaborate with other people. So it is very important as a teacher to give chance to collaborate together, okay? Because nowadays, you have full computers in your hand, okay? What one might not know, next person will immediately know, okay? Okay, next one.
The next one is empathy.
Empathy. Empathy we already talked about, right? So we need to put ourselves in the other people's shoes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Next.
The next one is love for learning.
Love for learning. Okay, how can that be a good skill?
If they're passionate about what they're, if they're passionate about it, it helps just overall them work.
Yeah, you're right. You got to be passionate about what you do, right? So you cannot say, I'm a teacher, and you have no, what should I say, no respect for learning or teaching or sharing what the knowledge that you have. You have to have that passion, okay? So when I was working at the hospital, a lot of time, some parents will, how can you do this? I used to work in the pediatric ICU. So many times there will be very, very difficult situations, and families will come and say, I could not do what you guys are doing. How could you do that? I said, well, you have to have a passion for what you do, and then you can go through even the tough times, right? Okay, next.
Classroom policies and procedures for management.
Okay.
So this could help with teaching by helping the students or kids engage in like organization, or not organization, but like knowing what to do and what not to do, and the how things go, the flow of things and movement and whatnot.
Very well, very well. So you actually paraphrased the whole thing. So yeah, definitely there has to be some rules and regulations you must follow to be in class, right? So, and then the next one is?
Next one is organization.
Organization. How will that be helpful?
That would be helpful by like, well, if your lesson isn't like organized, then students or learners won't be as entertained by a lesson, because you won't have like anything planned out for like your lesson. So yeah, it's always good to be organized to
That's
keep
right.
your students like, yeah.
So to be a good teacher, you must have the skill to be organized, right? And then the last one is best practices of instructions, right? What do you have to say?
I feel like the best practices for instruction is having a good balance between incorporating what you need to learn and also having fun. I think that's one of the best practices.
Yes, yes. You can see what has been done, and if you need to make changes based on what has worked, that is improvement, and that will be a great teaching skill that you may have. Okay, so let's go on to our next slide. Thank you all for contributing. So these are all very essential things in order to practice and deepen the lesson. Whatever study that you're doing, the relationship that you create deepens the understanding of that lesson, right? Like if you're teaching, most of you said about history teachers, history by itself is very boring. But most of the teachers, they are so skillful that they make it fun, okay? Like Battle of the Gettysburg, okay? You can talk all about it sitting here, but if you ask me or anyone who has actually taken a field trip to the Gettysburg, it is entirely a different experience. Were you there? No? Who has been to the East Coast on a 10-day trip from LLA? Okay, all right. But those are very good skills that you need to organize and deepen the lesson. Okay? Here are some examples on the next page. So on this, go back to the other page. Okay. So on this page you see my picture up there in one circle, and on the other side you see the master guide. So if I leave here, once we finish here, you may not see me, but you will always remember me with the chosen cap up here and teaching you this makeup class. That is a relationship. Me, Mr. Massey, and the master guide, right? You may not remember anything else, but this is a relationship, one that you can create today, that you will always remember. Let's look at the next slide. So what is the relationship with cats and dogs? Animals, right? They're both animals. Okay. Next. What's the difference between pies and cakes? What are the similarities? The desserts, right? Okay. So you got to make that relationship in order to understand them. Okay, next. SoCal and NoCal, or NorCal, California, right? Right. Okay, next. Beaches and deserts. Sand, okay, or landmarks, okay. What about next one? Snakes and lizards. Reptiles. Okay. What about Pharaoh and Herod? Rulers, kings, Egyptians, leaders, sure. So there is some kind of relationship that you create in your mind, then you will remember this, right? These are all good skills. What about Joseph and Moses? Leaders, Israelite leaders, right? Okay, beautiful. So these are different skills that the teacher must have to make a relationship between these different concepts. So then it'll be well remembered. I think we have talked enough. So as a good teacher, we should all also engage in strategies that don't make the students get bored or put their heads down, play with their phone. Okay? So why don't we look at the screen? I may not do this activity, but I want you to stand up. All of you take a stand, wherever you are. And brother, if you can play that video, and as the video plays, follow the instructions and do it exactly what the video is doing. Okay?
Hi everyone, our brain break for today is called ear, nose, switcheroo. This type of brain break activates our midbrain, and the type is to help us focus. So to get started, you're going to cross your wrists in front of your face and extend your pointer fingers up towards the ceiling. Going to take one pointer finger, place it on your nose, and take your other pointer finger and place it on your ear. Very good. Now we're going to get ready to do the switcheroo. So the pointer finger that's on your nose is going to go to your other ear, and the pointer finger on your ear is going to come to your nose. Very good. All right, let's try it again. So ear to nose, nose to ear. And again, ear to nose, nose to ear. And see if you can pick up the pace a little bit as you get comfortable. There you go. Nice job. This is a great one to practice. All right, let's do it one more time. Thanks, everyone. Great job doing our brain break ear, nose, switcheroo.
Okay, awesome. Okay, while you're standing there, let's do one more. Okay, next video, please. So this is called the thumb challenge. So get your thumbs ready. As soon as the video plays, see if you can mimic that. If you press Control and click at the same time, go back. That one. On the video itself. No. Oh, you could do that, or okay, there is a text board coming. So that's what master guides will do. They will adapt. When there is a need, you jump in, right? If you have the expertise, Don't sit there and let other person struggle, right? Be the wind beneath other person's wings. Help them to fly. Okay, okay. All right. That's okay. We can move to the next. I think we got on board already, right? All right. Have a seat. Okay. So far, on the next slide, so far we have learned the importance of ready? Okay. Okay, while they're looking up, well, technology can be helpful. Oh, okay,
I chose St. George's University School of
okay. Anyway, we can talk while they are looking up. So far, let's review. We have learned the importance of building relationships and the character traits associated with the quality relationships, right? Then we just finished 10 essential skills for teaching and the best practices of instruction, okay? So just a little bit of review, what we have already accomplished. Now, if the video plays, you will have opportunity to do one more activity. Otherwise, we can save that activity for later. We good? All right. Okay. You can stand up and stretch and do this activity again.
Hello, it's Cherie Taylor here, Senior Trainer in South Australia for Berry Street Education Model, and it's time for a brain break. This one's called the Thumb Challenge. So put your left thumb up in the air and then point at it with your index finger of your other hand, and then I'd like you to switch. And then see if you can do it 5 times in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it.
All right. Okay. So whenever you're bored, you can do this. Even if teacher is continuing to teach, you can actually sit there and distract yourself from your boredom. All right? Okay, have a seat. It was a very short activity, so take that as a challenge. You can use it later when you are teaching. You can use it on your students without the video. So you can practice it. Okay, next thing we can focus is, anybody needs any water to drink or anything? All is good? So we can finish, be done? Okay, we're all on the same page. Good. All right, learning styles. Brother, next slide. And you can maximize put it in that play mode. Yeah. Okay. So go ahead to the one before. Learning styles. So we learned about the qualities and all that's needed for a good teacher. Now, what about the learning styles? What are the learning styles and how can you use them to teach your Pathfinders? Okay, so let's take a look. Next slide. Where do the learning styles come from? You guys have any input? Okay, it's written up there. Your students' learning styles will be influenced by their genetic makeup sometime. Okay, previous learning experience, if you have bad experience or good experience, the kind of culture you come from, the society that you live in. So there are many factors that can actually help you develop a different learning styles that you can adapt to the need of your students. Okay, so let's look at on the next page, what learning styles do we have? Next slide. Okay, while they're trying to move forward, can you guys tell me what will be a one good learning style? Okay. Visual, auditory, physical, verbal, logical, social, solitary. Oh, there are lots of them, right? So we can focus on visual, auditory. Okay. On the next page, so on visual, people who are, let's go back. Previous slide, please. Yes. So on the visual, people, they like to have flashcards or graphs, okay? Something that they can actually appreciate looking at. Auditory, they will probably believe in lectures and music. Physical, hands-on movement, right? They actually like to do things so they can learn. Verbal, they will like presentations or writing up papers. Logical, you can solve things statistically or different patterns. And social will be more like working in teams, collaborating with one another. And then you will find some who are solitary. They don't care about any other style. They can study on their own, by themselves, isolated. So there are many styles, and each group of students will have a variety of different learning styles. So what we can focus on the next slide is visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. Okay? Doesn't matter what style you have. If you can see it, if you can hear it, and then you do it, then it's practical. But if you miss any one of this sequence, then you're not learning, you're not progressing. So you as a teacher, make sure when you're planning a lesson or teaching a class, make sure, because some of your students may be visual learners, some of them could be auditory, some of them could actually like to do something. So that's why we like you to get engaged. Do some activities where students are engaged in the class. Do some, like we introduced some videos. People can hear, right? And we do a lot of slides. People can actually see. So if you follow these three things, visual, auditory, and kinesthetic, you as a teacher will not go wrong, okay? So let's take a look. What can you do for a visual learner? Let's expand on that one. Next slide, please. So just like you mentioned, charts and graphs. Nowadays, you can use the whiteboards, even on the Teams and Zoom and many other platforms. And of course, in your classrooms, if you have whiteboards, that can be used. This will be for the visual learners. Flashcards, wall displays, color coding, okay? And then, what can we do for the auditory one? What methods can you use to help the person who is an auditory learner? So you can do discussions, debates, read aloud, right? Oral presentations. Teaching others is the best way to master whatever you have, okay? If you are the smartest student and you don't share anything with others, very soon that learning can actually, you can forget. But if you take the time to teach that to somebody, help somebody review the same thing, it's like reading a whole chapter, going through the class, and reviewing it again because you're trying to teach somebody else. So repetition in learning helps, puts into a long-term memory. So, and of course, making mnemonics. If you have list of things or a hard concept that needs some sequence, you can make mnemonic. How many of you know the mnemonic for fire? If there's a fire drill, what is the mnemonic? Yes. Okay. Then what is race when there is fire? RACE. That's a mnemonic for fire safety. Rescue or remove. A for alarm. C for contain. E for evacuate or extinguish. Okay? So things like that. One simple word, race, can help you actually remember the important thing that you need to do in a sequence for safety if there is a fire, right? So making mnemonics like this can also help you. So you, when you're teaching, and be creative as a teacher, that to make things into mnemonics also so they can learn. Okay, what about the people who actually likes to do hands-on? That is the only way they can learn. So you can do science experiments, you can do role-playing, you can do arts and crafts, you can do some real-life objects. A lot of you talked about playing soccer and all that. Okay, just imagine I would have had a soccer ball here and we could have done an activity with that too, right? So that will draw great attention. Field trips, just like I mentioned, field trip to Gettysburg, okay? So many times it is important to diversify all these different kinds of methods so we can meet the need of each student, how they learn better, right? Now the question is, each one of you, think for yourself, what is your learning style? Okay? Can you volunteer and tell me what is your learning style? How do you learn best? Auditory, okay? So it'll be very important for me to, or any teacher, to have some kind of auditory teaching style in their teaching, right? If I don't, then I lost you, right? Okay, then you'll have to struggle to do somebody else's way of learning. Okay. You have the mic.
Oh.
What's your learning style?
Visual.
Visual. So I'm glad you liked the brain picture up there, right?
Very much.
So you're very visual. Okay. How about young man? Yes.
I'm also more like of an auditory person.
Auditory, okay? So we do have a mixed style in teaching today, so you can understand that when you teach, make sure you follow that you have the visual, you have the auditory, and you have some things hands-on, okay? All right. So that is why these are the reasons. Oh, one more. We can go back. One more. And one more. Okay. So for your reference, if you give your email to Brother Glenn there, he can email you the entire PowerPoints, okay? So you can keep it for your records. So that'll be good tools to keep when you actually teach a class or do a Master Guide leadership. Okay, so because of all these reasons, teachers use differentiated learning techniques. Next slide, please. Okay, so on the, if you just click once. Okay, anyway, so differentiated learning simply means that your teacher will use a variety of learning styles to teach a lesson, okay? Because they know the learner, what kind of learning styles you have. They have assessed the learner, which is you, and they are adjusting their assignment, their presentation, according to the learning styles that you do have in the group. And then based on that, there is questioning and strategies, and this is how they can actually approach the curriculum after learning. So this is called differentiated learning. So here's the example that I gave you for the Gettysburg. So if you have a Civil War lesson and you have a lecture, you have a debate, you have oral presentation, you have a visual tour, and you can also do a diorama of that war. So these will be differentiated learning to help you teach better. Okay? Next. So now that you have all the skills under your belt, when you will be leaders in your Pathfinders, you can pick one of the topic for Friends class. And this one it says about week 9. On week 9, you can use all these auditory, kinesthetic, and learning styles and apply that by teaching them Psalms 23 and 46. You can, if they need to learn about fire, you can actually help them start a fire. But when you do that, make sure safety is your utmost. Okay? Safety is very important. And then, next one, this Friends class in week 9, they're also supposed to learn about if they are lost, what are the 8 things that they can do? You can discuss that. And if they are stranded, how to purify the water in case there is a disaster. You can do that with them. And also learn how Jesus is the water of life. Okay? Because everything that we are doing, we are part of our church. Okay? We are training you as the leaders for tomorrow. Right? So let's put things in perspective. So far, we have learned the importance of building relationships and character traits associated with the quality relationships. Then we also learned about 10 essential skills of teaching, best practices associated with the quality instructions, 3 learning styles. Who can close their eyes and give me 3 learning styles? Close your eyes immediately. Visual, auditory, kinesthetic. Awesome, awesome. See, you can even repeat the lesson with the eyes closed. That's how you should be teaching, right? Okay. And then, of course, the last one, 3 learning styles and how they can be used with working with the Pathfinders. So every lesson that you teach with them, make sure you apply this knowledge that you learned today. So next slide, all we have is our contact information. And in conclusion, let's see. If you click on that slide, please. Okay. It didn't do what I was trying to do. So mentally, physically, and spiritually was the concept on that circle. And we recognize that each Pathfinder learns differently. We know the learning styles of each Pathfinder in your class. Okay? Build relationships with your students. And then you can actually transform the knowledge that you have as a master guide to the other young Pathfinders who are coming up and learning more about the curriculum and above all about Jesus and our mission in this field of pathfinding. So I think that will be our last slide. We said 3 to 5, but we are done quite early. So things to remember is being a master guide, it does grant you responsibility. more than a status. So don't think, oh, I got the final graduation gown or a cap or a new coat and with millions of pins on my belt. Well, with that comes responsibility. You are our next leaders. You are the wind beneath other people's life, right? So you will help the rest of the Pathfinders also now move in that direction. So this ministry was developed to train and develop leaders for the church and specifically for the youth ministry. So you will be our youth leaders, okay? So you can use all these techniques. Future of the Pathfinders will depend on the impact you make in their life when you interact with them. So the skills that we learned today, you can apply them in your daily life, not only in pathfinding here, teaching someone here, but anything you do in life. Even if you're doing presentation school, in classes, if you use different styles, it will make a greater impact. Okay? So thank you so much. God bless your ministry in Master Guide leadership. You're welcome, guys. Any questions? We can entertain. Huh? So if you have your Master Guide cards, the sign-up cards, you can have Seema at the back. She can sign it for you. And Brother Glenn is also Master Guide. He can sign also. And if you don't have it, just make sure your sign-up sheet is signed, your name is recorded, and whenever you have your Master Guide card, you can bring it to Brother Glenn and show him that I was here that day, and please sign that. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Robin. Before we close, I'm going to wait for one person that's just signing up. So if you have your report card, it should be inside your folder. Just take them out. I can sign it, or any three of us can sign it. But before we do that, let's close out first. Master Guide, attend hut. Attend hut. We can sign later.
Merciful Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this time. Thank you for this precious Master Guide. Children we have, Father, we submit each and every one in your hands. We pray that you guide them, you physically, mentally, spiritually, and give them wisdom from above, Father. Help them to be unique in their own abilities and use these learning styles, Father, to praise your name. As we apart from here, take all of us home safely and bless each and every one. And we thank you for Brother Glenn, and thank you for this church giving us the opportunity. We ask all this blessing in your name. Amen.
Have a great Sabbath, guys.